Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So we've got our newest dividend for the YBTC, the Roundhill Bitcoin Fund. So let's look at that first, and then we'll look at the fund's performance over the last month. Try to make this a monthly thing. So we've got a 45.59% distribution yield, X date 4/26, payment date 4/30th next week. So it's actually $2.04 per share, almost 205. So definitely not what it was a month ago, but not terrible either. Expense ratio, again, is 0.95%. So let's see if they've updated their website. They tend to not update their site, um, but they send email updates at like 6 a.m. on the declaration day. Okay, so let me share their site over here. And here we go. They've got a ton of ETFs, but of course, we only cover a few of them on this channel. Maybe one day I'll look into some of the others. So here is YBTC here in the middle. Looks like they have them ranked by assets under management. The biggest one is actually their Metaverse ETF. Then they've got their Magnificent Seven. So the YBTC is actually number 6 in terms of assets under management. So if we go look at this one, it's still annualized at like an 88% yield. But I believe last month's was like $4 and something. Here's the top holdings. It's actually BITO. So the funny thing about this is that this is like in a sense, derivative of a derivative because BITO is already a covered call fund. So this one holds calls and puts on BITO. So like I say, a derivative of a derivative in a sense. And then the price, we've actually got a closing price of 53.80 as of yesterday. It dropped about $1.20. And then it's probably going to drop again by the dividend amount because we know how that works. So this one was about half of the one in March. So in March it was 412. Now it's 204, which is still the second highest, but we were on a trajectory where we were going up and up every month. And now, of course, we kind of fell in half, but it wasn't really sustainable anyway, but still 204 is not terrible. If we annualize the 204, I believe it's what you saw in the email that I showed. That's 2457 per year. And that's divided by a NAV of 5380 is 46% yield. And then top holdings we went over, but it's right here, BITO. Calls and puts on BITO. Let's see performance over here. We've got market price and NAV. So it's priced almost identically with the NAV. There's only like a 12-cent difference. Let's go look at it on the charts, and we'll compare it to the newest fund by YieldMax, which has only been trading for like a day. Time to make money, huh? BTC is down a bunch. Well, yeah, that's true. So with BTC being down, like Mr. Pinard says here, 46% yield is excellent. Another good 12 to 18-month hold. You think so? Well, I already hold BITO. So what do you think holding this one and BITO? Or like, what do you think the perks of holding this one on top of BITO are? Because we're already getting the dividends in BITO. So like I say, it's kind of like a domino, a derivative of a derivative. But let me know in the comments what your rationale is for holding both if you do. Okay, so let's do a quick chart comparison. We will take YBTC and compare it to YieldMax's newest one, which just went public like a day ago. So we'll look at its first trading day with the first trading day in the books. Okay, so YBTC is here. And then YBIT is the YieldMax one. Might be too new to show. No, it's already, look at that, it's already down 3.33%. Actually, it's got 2 trading days in the books because it went public on the 23rd. So 2 trading days, and it's already down 3.41%. YBTC is up over the last 5 days. Over the past month, Well, everything's down, but YBTC is down the most, almost 7%. S&P's only down 3%, and so is YBIT. Year to date, though, S&P is up, YBTC is up, YBIT, of course, not a fair comparison, but over 2 days of trading, it's down. Now let's look at performance and total return. So from a total return standpoint, YBIT is the best of the group here at 13.85%. That's with dividends reinvested. So the YBIT, you know what we should do instead of S&P? Let's do Bitcoin. I'm thinking to Doorgunner's point, I'm thinking that the better investment might just be Grayscale or the Litecoin one. That one seems to be kicking butt. So over the same time horizon, Bitcoin would have been your best play in terms of total return, of course, as usual. Um, yeah, and see the gap between the two. So Bitcoin, it did drop. So they both the charts almost identically mirror each other up to this point. This one in March actually missed a lot of the upside, as you can see, but it captured most of it as it moved here. And you can see the charts almost identically up until the 16th, pretty much for the whole month. They actually, since like late March, they've pretty much mirrored each other. So that's good to see. Let's add Grayscale Litecoin to the comparison here. We can do Bitcoin and Litecoin. So these are going to be your best plays, I think, for crypto. See, Grayscale Bitcoin outperforms actual Bitcoin. I don't profess to know the differences. Maybe somebody can tell me. Litecoin is doing well as well. But look at the last year. 280% for Grayscale Bitcoin versus 125% for Bitcoin. 6 months, we see what we've got there. Let me see something here. Grayscale Litecoin. This is the one, LTCN. Here we go. This is the one with all the returns. Check this one out, 623% in 6 months. That's making millionaires for sure. Check that out. So that's a pretty good comparison. So these dividends are great and all, but your best plays would be the actual underlying, as usual. I mean, what's new, right? Bitcoin, Grayscale Bitcoin, Litecoin, and of course Grayscale Litecoin, which massively outperforms and is the leader of the bunch. And especially over the last year, 804% just since November. Check that out. That's incredible. All right, let's do some comments. BITO and YBTC are quite different, but based on the underlying, so how Bitcoin goes, so goes YBTC and BITO, and soon to be YBIT. I own YBTC. I will also own YBIT, and I hold Bitcoin. I think compliments are, and we got cut off. I think there's actually a character limit. That hasn't happened in a while, actually. I am up 200 to 300% in a few months of owning Litecoin and BCHG. Looking at getting into either YBIT or YBTC, can get appreciation and distributions for a year or so. That's awesome. So you think it's got like another year to run? Grayscale charges premiums to buy compared to just buying the native. So you get the appreciation of the asset plus the premium. So they charge it, but you get the premium. Is that how it works? Coney and Misty, once the bill run completes, what bill run? Oh, you mean the bull run. I'm going to lighten up on these. You're going to lighten up on Litecoin. Oh no, you said Coney and Misty. Uh, move to AMZY, NVDY, etc. SVOL is one of my favorites. TLTW is one we're definitely overdue for covering. AGGH for bond exposure. Yeah, of course. So the premium is built into the price. So that's why the Litecoin ones massively outperform. Well, I think I'm going to get into both of those actually. I have a little bit in each, but I'm going to pair up or get more of them for sure. So, all right, that's where we stand in terms of the YBTC payout and the YBIT. So let's see, how we do from here. Okay, you all, thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you all in the next one. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye.